We're live. Let me get a little bit of volume here. I guess that's right. Everybody hear me okay? Anybody in there? Hello. I am on the ANTiSEEN page, aren't I? Matt Class, always the first in. Matt is the first one for class because his name is Matt Class. Matt, do we look okay today? Is everything fine? There's my main Clinton Zilla. Hey, Clinton, how's it going? Everything look okay? Is it extreme close-up or is it fine? Someone give me a thumbs up. There's my main from California town, Callie Hellstrom, Herbert Jerome Gailey. Everything's good. Okay. The Dean of Sods, Adam Wolf is with us. All right. Well, I got a few things to talk about today. Hey, there's Captain Catastrophe here with us live from the great country of Belgium. Oh, everybody's in here with me now. If you're watching on the replay and you got your break on through brew, hold your glasses high. This is her main rival. But let's drink in memoriam to Gina Lollobrigida, who passed away yesterday at 95 years old. That's a good run. 95. Remember last week I showed you my record. Remember that K guitar instructional record? Well, I got another record in the mail today. Very happy to have. This is not... I haven't been looking for this one for 40 years, but it's great to finally have one in hand. The great Rufus Thomas. Did you heard me? Look at that promo sticker. Hype sticker, promo. It's not a white label promo. I don't think Stax did white label promos. But, great record. Great songs all over this thing, man. I love me some Rufus Thomas. Check him out. Check him out at Watt Stax. That was the Stax Records answer to Woodstock. And if I'm not mistaken, I'm thinking that was 71 or 2. I don't know. Maybe 3. But there's a documentary. There was a movie about it. Just like there was a movie on Woodstock, there was a movie on Watt Stax. It had Isaac Hayes, Luther Ingram, the Barkays, Rufus Thomas. Lots of great artists. A real weird setup. They were in a gigantic stadium, and they didn't want anybody on the grass. And the stage is in the middle of the field. But during Rufus Thomas's set, boy, they jumped the fences, and they were all over that field. It's a great watch, though. Watt Stax. It's on YouTube. If you can't find nowhere to download the entire thing, or stream, it's on YouTube in probably about 150 parts. But all right, what do we got going on? Well, tickets for the 40-year anniversary show on September 30th. 2023 are on sale now. Damn, Jack Clayton, this is January 2023. Why are you telling me there's tickets on sale for a show in September? People have been asking, man. I talked to my main Mick Minchow at Ground Zero and said, Mick, do you think we should even put the damn tickets on sale this? Is that too soon? He's like, no, it ain't too soon. I, well, then make me a damn link then, son. And he made me a link. And the link is on the ANTiSEEN page. I posted on my page today. Hopefully, my bandmates will also be copying and posting the link. I'm going to tell you what, man. I better not, I better not nobody pop up in the damn comments. When's the date for the anniversary? Has there been a date? The tickets are on sale now, fool. Somebody's going to ask, hey, man, is there going to be a 40-year anniversary poster? And you know what? I don't know. You know why I don't know? For some reason. Now, I do not find this to be the case with other bands, but for some reason, ANTiSEEN can't sell a damn poster. Case in point. Look what I have in my hand. I still have some of the 25-year anniversary posters. Silk screen. Look how big that son of a bitch is. Look at all them beautiful colors. Look at that shimmering logo. But I still got some. Am I going to do any of that big for the 40th? I doubt it. You know why? Because I'll be stuck with them trying to sell them to y'all at the 80th anniversary show. God damn, what are you trying to sell posters for? Old, get a discount. Nope, old, price goes up. Classic. But they're on Big Cartel. I got that one and the Confederacy of Scum Super Show 2000. That poster 22 years old now. And I did adjust the shipping, man. I've been getting burned. I love Big Cartel. They're doing a great job. And but sometimes I'm getting burned on the shipping, man, because the shipping nowadays is so damn unpredictable. Like I sold some of those stage props today, and well, one guy sent extra things. One guy I hand delivered. Maybe free giveaways on open. No free giveaway. The only thing I'm giving away free is advice. And that advice is don't expect anything for free. Because I'll tell you what, man, I sell some of my personal shit sometime and people write me. You know, I just say, message me for the price. Because that way, because man, I've seen people, like if I put something for sale and I got the price on it right there, I see people pull one out and undercut me, trying to sell theirs on my damn post. I ain't having it. I ain't having it. That's my post. You sell it on your page if you want to. You ain't selling it on my page. Undercut me? But, you know, I figure if you actually write me and ask me how much something is, then you kind of want it. And I tell the price, and then, you know, it's crickets. But some people are just like, what do you want me to do? You want me to say everything's like 50 cents? Listen, I keep my stuff in immaculate condition. Can you dig it? And you're like, you must think, all right, like for instance, my main Jim Earhart bought my Hell Stomper pack. I told him how much it was. You know what he did? He bought it. Boing, king. He didn't haggle. It's not like there's like 5,000 of those things around where you can get them. And man, mine is in perfect condition. Perfect. So I keep my stuff for all these years. You know, how old is the thing? Like 10 years? 10, 12 years old? Looks like the day someone, like I got it. And I'm supposed to bargain basement price it for you for 50 cents. Now, some stuff does have blood all over it. See, the time to get stuff is when it comes out. That's the lowest price you're going to get it for, unless someone just don't know what they have. You know, not just of ANTiSEEN stuff, of anything. Well, Austin King just got a shitload of DNA when he bought that American flag. The stage props that are left, by the way, Mondo, the rebel flag from the 25th anniversary and the 30th, still available. I found another eagle. Apparently, we had 2 sets of the eagle banners, and I found one of those. And the overshirt that has the Sheik on the back and the wrestling patches that I wore on Live from Quarantine Part 1. That shirt is still available. The second one sold as soon as I put it up for sale. The one that had the Mothman on the back. Well, let's stop talking about stuff for sale, but I will talk about them. I will talk about, I think, this coming Saturday, the 21st. Will says to sign it. Man, I sign anything people ask me to sign. Now, Herbert Jerome Gailey is going to say, "You're a damn liar, Jeff Clayton. I asked you to sign something, son. You didn't sign." Sometimes when you write those notes in there, I don't see them until I've already shipped the thing off when I'm entering your tracking number, and I go, and I read the note, "Hey, will you sign that?" And I'm like, ooh. It's not done intentionally. Always sign when people ask. Try to. Let's say 93% of the time, I'll get it. But you know, you bring anything you have of ours, you bring to our shows, we sign it for you. We don't charge you for it either. Well, Herbert, you shouldn't keep your mouth shut. You asked for it and I didn't give it to you. I'll tell you what, though. I'll make it up to you somehow. Herbert has been a fan of this Rockin' Teenage combo for many, many years. Probably seen every Pittsburgh show we ever did. I hear tell of another place in Pittsburgh. Hopefully we'll be going there. Anyway, Saturday the 21st. TPOS Records. Run by head honcho and minister of propaganda, Malcolm Tent. It's his personal label. They got 2 releases coming out Saturday. No pre-order. Man, when these things go live on Saturday, available to the public. Am I right, Malcolm? Saturday? It's not Friday. It's Saturday. Or is it Friday? Is it the 20th or the 21st? You got to tell me something, Malcolm Tent, because I'm getting ready to show these things off. Here we go. I think I see Malcolm Tent message. I will be posting links to Mad Brother Ward and GG Release on my Facebook page at 7 p.m. Eastern this Saturday. Saturday evening, 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, the real time of Earth, is when you can get these 2 CDs. And you can get cassette tapes too, if you're into that. G.G. Allen, The Suicide Session Rehearsals. I think it's called The Suicide Rehearsals. I added it. It's basically the Suicide Session. Man, you got to read the liner notes from Malcolm in here. They explain the whole story. I know all you GGPHDs think you know everything. You don't. Malcolm Tent does. He shares that knowledge with you in here. This could be yours. I got number 12. And also, the best of Mad Brother Ward. It is a blank CD. Oh, no. Just kidding. Just kidding. Oh, man. No, it's not. It's not the best of Mad Brother Ward. It's all Mad Brother Ward. First 2 EPs. Let's see what all's on here. Oh, damn. I thought there was... First 2 EPs, some unreleased bonus tracks, some of which he did with Cock News. I was there. I saw it. What else is on here? That single he just put out is on there. And you can hear the demo version of I Piss You Off, which I'm sure you all verify that it was perfected when I added my vocal stylings to it on the Obstinate LP. Mad Brother Ward, the anthology. I have number 12. Damn, Jeff Clayton, why you holding CDs and everybody else has got to wait till 7 o'clock on Saturday? Because I'm what you call in the biz. Part of the perks. Release dates, they don't pertain to me. Available January 21st. I've had this, I don't know how long I've had this. Maybe a year and a half, 2 years. Week, I don't know. Now you're going, damn, Jeff Clayton, you're starting to wonder now, looking around and say, yeah, I don't know what I'm going to talk about. I got some ideas. I don't know how crazy I want this to get. But man, we have got some stuff coming up. And, don't think, oh, well, you got to wait till September before we start celebrating 40 years of Destructo Rock with everyone's favorite rockin' teenage combo, ANTiSEEN. It's going to be a year-long celebration. We're going to be putting stuff out. There's going to be stuff available. We're going to be bringing out old stuff. I'm talking t-shirt designs. I'm talking CDs. I'm talking LPs. I'm talking singles. Speaking of LPs, man, the brand new studio LP, Great Disasters, has already been mastered. I told you a while back it was a race against time which one was going to come out first. The deluxe reissue edition of Here to Ruin Your Groove or the all-new studio LP, Great Disasters. And, man, I'm anxious for everybody to hear them both. Why Here to Ruin Your Groove has been remastered, man. People are telling me when they've heard the test pricing, they're saying, I can hear stuff on this record that I've never heard before, because when TKO does something, they do it right. Can you dig it? They do it right. And they do it all night. So when they get this mastered, the mastering guy for TKO Records, man, he's not for TKO Records. But he does TKO releases. And he does a fantastic... He did the Scott Savage record. And man, I'm telling you guys... all I ever heard was the original single. It was mastered from the original single. An unplayed version, an unplayed copy of the original single. And when that thing was mastered, and I got that test pressing back, man. I didn't know. I didn't quite know what to say. It sounded so damn good. Well, this is gonna be the same thing for Here to Ruin Your Groove, with lots of bonus tracks, all the singles that came out around that time, including the one that came in the vinyl version, the early vinyl versions of Here to Ruin Your Groove. And an entire live side of that lineup. When the second time we were ever a 5-piece, toward the end of the Ruin Your Groove time. And of us live at the COS Super Show in Lawrence, Kansas in 1997. And it was, I'm telling you, y'all, I don't mean to be patting myself on the back. We were on fire that night. And this side 4 of the Ruin Your Groove reissue is going to prove that. Now, there's so much going on. I don't know what to tell and what to not tell right now, because you don't want to say stuff too soon and then it get delayed. But delays are, for any of you guys that are in bands or if you have labels and you've ever released anything, man, you know, in the independent music world, that deadlines don't mean shit. Let me look, make sure I don't have anything else here on the table I need to show and tell. Well, this past Thursday I went to see Shin Ultraman. If it hadn't been for one of my friends on Facebook on Wednesday, in a completely different state, posting, man, I can't wait to go see Shin Ultraman tonight. I'm like, wait a minute now. Shin Ultraman has been released in the United States? I knew they were making it. I even have a Shin Ultraman figure. I should have brought it over here and show you. But I'm like, where the hell is it playing? And I was like, I bet it's going to be like Shin Godzilla. There's Fathom Events that Regal Cinema does. And sure enough, man, I go looking up Shin Ultraman near me. Bing! Manchester Cinemas in Rock Hill. Well, Wednesday night. Man, this was Wednesday afternoon. And I was like, damn, I hadn't made no damn plans for this. So, Wednesday night was the Japanese language subtitle. Now, I like watching the movies in Japanese language. You know what, though? I don't like reading the subtitles. I don't even care what they're saying, really. But I try to read the subtitles, and I can't see them. Yeah, even on a movie screen. And then I can't read fast enough, you know. So I looked further and I found out it was playing on Thursday night. Dubbed version. Now, when they do these things, man, it's one show, one night. Not, oh, we're going to do it Thursday, you know, from noon until 9 o'clock. 7 o'clock, Thursday, bam, that's all. There was me and one other guy in the entire theater. He's sitting in the very back of the place. I always sit, you know, when you go in and you got the seats for the wheelchairs and they have bars, I always like to sit right behind the bar so I can put my feet up on it. So I don't put my feet up on the back of somebody's seat like some rude, snarky young person probably would do. I don't like young people. Now, I like Little Coleman and Little Winter. I love them. But, man, I'm telling you, that was the most fun I had at a movie in a long, long time. I was grinning ear to ear. Man, my cheekbones and cheek muscles were sore. I was grinning so much for that 2-hour movie. Man, they paid so much homage to the old movies without... You know how in Spider-Man movies, you have to watch the origin story, like a different telling of the origin story, over and over and over again. Well, if you're an Ultraman fan, you've seen the origin story. I mean, yes, they had to do it, but man, they did it like bam, 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 bam. It's like, man, we ain't got time for origin. We got to start tearing some stuff up. And, man, they took so many details from the original 2 seasons of the series from 1966 and 67. They even had some of the original music, man, when there was a heel Ultraman versus a babyface Ultraman. And they started playing, and man, you know, the swirls. Gigantic movie screen. Man, I was just like, that's when I started taking out my phone and taking pictures and taking video. I posted video from the movie. My main Will told me to just go ahead and film the whole movie live on I could have. Just a bunch of young people working in them theaters like they're going to come tell me that I can't do that. All right. Whatever you say, Hoss. Call a cop. But I didn't do it. Go big or go home. But man, all I can say is if Shin Ultraman, if you're an Ultraman fan, if you're not an Ultraman fan at all, don't worry about Shin Ultraman. Just go, damn, that's Jeff Clayton liking that Japanese shit. But if you are a fan, man, I'm telling you, watch it. If it becomes available on a streaming service, or if they do finally put out a DVD, you won't be disappointed. They changed some things, like he doesn't have the light anymore that when his energy's running out. But I ain't gonna tell you what happens when his energy runs out. It's good. It's good. Man, the movie was like I said. I had 2 complaints: no groovy theme song, like the American version or the Japanese version of the '66. Both those theme songs are great. Somebody needs to put them out on a 7-inch record. I may contact the old head honcho at Long Haired Weirdo Records and see if he wants to do something like that. Toho Studios probably take me to court, for my 100 singles? 300 singles? Oh boy, your plane ticket would cost more than you'd get. My wife called me today on the way home with some news that was just amazing. The business she works for, they went to make a deposit in the bank. And I'll tell you the bank name. Bank America. Bank of America would not accept a cash deposit. And what do y'all think about that shit? I'm telling y'all, man, the rails are falling off of everything in this country. No more cash. They got to make sure they're getting every single dime that they feel you owe them. Truth is, you don't owe them shit. Now, I'll probably get zapped by some of Zuckerberg's drones for talking against the regime. I don't got, I'm at the point where I just don't even give a shit. But enough of that. Enough of that. I don't want to get everybody down, but I do want to get you riled up. I'm going to my bank tomorrow. Y'all still take cash deposits up in here, motherfucker! Well, we wanted me to do a top 10 of just things in society that just gripe my ass. I told him, man, I don't know I can do a top 10. I'm not going to do a top 2,000. I mean, he says that the audience likes to hear me gripe about stuff. Do y'all like to hear me gripe? I'm a pretty damn good griper. I'm not a moaner and groaner. But damn, so much stuff out there today makes me mad. And I didn't compile my list. I've only got like 15 more minutes to go. But, and a bunch of things that I will say, I'll know, a lot of it is just young people's rite of passage. And I know I said stupid shit when I was a young man, just like I see all these little dipshits around today doing. I know that. I don't know that I ever had any older guys trying to tell me any better. I guess it's just like letting you live and learn. I don't know. If I can tell you one thing I don't like. I don't know if you people in the rural areas have this this thing to look at, but you ever see those people riding those damn scooters? And social media in general is just about to push me over the edge. Like one day, it seemed like now I've got to clean up my feed is what I got to do, because I got a lot of people. Now, griping's one thing, but people that get on there and talk about how terrible their lives are, how lonely they are, how they just feel like they wish they could die. I might try to sell them a Mad Brother Ward CD and they listen to I Just Want to Die. But anyway, no, what I'm saying, I know some people, you need someone to talk to. Man, social media is not talking to people. It's not. Man, go out and talk to somebody. You don't have nobody. Man, you can always find somebody to talk to. And maybe some people don't have a lot of close friends. So I understand that. I have been very blessed in my life that I have always had a handful, and that handful gets smaller and smaller. I've had a handful of folks that I could talk to about anything. And man, I've gone through some really bad shit in my life. I prefer not to focus on that on here. Some people love to wallow in their misery, and I'm not one of those people. I like to break on through to the other side, which is why I'm here today. I'm no psychiatrist. I'm not offering my service. I'm not one of these guys, oh, if you need anything, just call me. Man, some people, it's like, I can't do nothing for you, man. I just can't. I don't know what to say. But social media is not the answer. When some people put their innermost feelings up on social media, then you see all the snarky little a-holes, coming in with their man, it's like, if I could get your all collective throats. I mean, I don't do that because I'm not going to set myself up for that. And I wish more people would not set themselves up for that kind of shit. Because people, especially when it's faceless, when they've got the safety of their little device or their computer or whatever, it's amazing how tough they get, how badass they become. I've seen it happen. I've seen it happen back. What was that other shit we used to be on? MySpace? I saw it happen back in them days. Just always amazed me. And I know this wasn't much of a top 10 because I will do a top 10 of that. But I think next week I'll just keep it to, top 10 entertainment stuff. But I still want you guys to send me ideas. I get ideas all the time. I need to write them all down in a notebook so that I don't forget them or I lose them. Because, man, we got messages from email, text, messenger on my personal page, messenger on the ANTiSEEN page. People say stuff in comments of posts. All right, there's five ways to get information right there. And, man, it's like I think, oh, so-and-so had some good ideas, but I don't remember where the hell it was. So, let's do it that way. Malcolm, are you still here? To quote that guy on Break On Through, you got to tell me something. Are you still here, Malcolm 10? Because if you are, why don't you try that deal where you come on with me? And we'll talk about your releases. We'll talk about what Long-Haired Weirdos got coming up. We'll talk about everything. We got like, I don't know, eight minutes. Now I'm seeing faces pop. I'm seeing things pop up there. Okay, there he is. Unable to add guests. You just can't. They can't join your broadcast at this time. What the hell? Cancel. Send invite. Well, it don't work. We got it to work one time, Malcolm. It ain't working today. No, well. We tried. I wonder what we're doing wrong here, Malcolm. We got to figure it out. Anyway, I ain't going to decipher right here live on Break On Through. But, what else here? So, don't forget, Saturday at 7 p.m. Eastern, Suicide Rehearsals, Mad Brother Ward, anthology CDs and cassette tapes available from TPOS. That's Malcolm Tent. That's when you can get them. So do that. We got stuff coming out on Long-Haired Weirdo too, man. I've got the next 3 projects outlined. You know what? I'm going to go ahead and tell you what they are right now, right here at the end of the show. Long-Haired Weirdo Records #2. I'm doing CDs right now because if I put everything on vinyl, it would just take forever. And these are things that maybe would, having a limited quantity of is the best way to go to start. And Long-Haired Weirdo Records release #2 is Scott Savage's Streets Living Theater, live at the Milestone, 1984, A Dark Age Philosophy. This was a cassette tape that the Streets used to sell at their shows back in 84. And I had an original copy. And through the assistance of Malcolm Tent and Jimmy Tutterow, our studio engineer, we were able to bring out a little bit of the sound because it was it's a cassette from 1984. So it's going to have some imperfections. And is it hi-fi? Is it crystal clear? No. But it is a fine example of the way the Streets were when they performed live. And this edition, just like the original cassette, comes with 2 previously unreleased studio tracks. Now, I used to see them play these tracks at their shows, but I don't know why a bunch of these songs didn't make it to their first album, which is going to see a release on Long Haired Weirdo Records at some point. But number 2 is The Streets Living Theater, live in 1984. And that's going to be coming out pretty soon. Right on its heels will be a full-length CD of atmospheric spoken word tracks by my main Mang, Callie Hellstrom. This collection of stuff that he... Callie, I don't know how long that time span is of the stuff you did, but it's a collection. It's one that handpicked by Callie himself. Some of his most intense stuff. It's called The Wolf Within. Now, it may not be some people's cup of tea, but I'm putting out stuff that's a little on the fringe, a little like not the mainstream stuff at all. And I'm real proud to do this. I got some fantastic cover artwork from my main Mang, Mike Harper. I could show it's right there. I could show it to you right now, but you know what? I want you to see it when it comes out on the CD. I want you to be amazed at this whole package. Maybe you ain't into that kind of thing, but I bet you know some people who are, and you direct them my way. You direct them Callie's way. Because it'll be right up their alley. You do what I tell you now. But Long Haired Weirdo Records number 3. A full-length CD of all the releases and almost a full album's worth of never before heard, unreleased Judas Bullethead. Oh yeah, you heard me right. It's going to be 80 minutes of Judas Bullethead. I'm going to tell you what, any of you out there that can sit and listen to Judas Bullethead for 80 minutes, well, you're a certain kind of person. A person with good taste. And man, I'm telling you, some of this, you can ask Malcolm Tent. You can ask Malcolm Tent will be talking to you tomorrow on Tent Talks Tunes. You can ask him, damn, Malcolm Tent, what about that Judas Bullethead? He's heard some of it. And he can tell you, this is all coming about from reconnecting with an old friend of the band, old friend of me personally, named Mike Cook. Tom O'Keefe and he was here. He came and visited me this weekend. I guess you saw the post. And we were talking about the Judas Bullethead release. And man, there's so much stuff that, judging on how well this first one does, there will be a second CD. That'll be a full length of the stuff that didn't make it on the first one. And you're going to, well, damn, that must be the stuff that ain't no good. No, that's the stuff that for one reason or another, didn't belong on this because there were two versions of the song or what have you, and or some stuff that we just feel you're not ready for. You need an 80-minute Judas Bullethead primer before you're ready for this kind of stuff. But that's what I got coming out. There's still talk of the LP Best of Seducer. My main Trip McNeil, and I got to tell y'all, we have been practicing with Trip because we will be doing a broadcast. I'm not going to say live broadcast, but we're going when the Ruin Your Groove album is ready for release. On release day, we will be playing Here to Ruin Your Groove show with myself and Sir Barry Hannibal, along with Trip McNeil and Walt Wheat, playing the Here to Ruin Your Groove album in its entirety. And as soon as we come on, which I guess it'll be, 8 o'clock Eastern, you will be able to purchase the new Here to Ruin Your Groove remastered double LP. Brought to you from those wonderful folks at TKO Records. It's going to be something. Man, we got a lot of stuff planned for this. Is just the beginning. This is just the first 2 months of 2023. Brother, you have got to have vision. And let me tell you, I have vision. And I see a lot of stuff happening with ANTiSEEN and Associates in the year 2023. Y'all gonna get tired of us. Damn, we don't want to hear no ANTiSEEN in 2024 because 2023 was ANTiSEEN this, ANTiSEEN that. Not our concern. You're going to keep hearing from us until we decide, the old death train has gone down that track one time too many. It's time to put it in the shed, take it apart, sell what we can, and scrap the rest. But at year 40, that old steam engine is running as good and as powerful as ever. I ain't gonna lie to you. You don't believe me? Step outside and see me. And let me tell you some places coming up in March where you can do that very thing. March 9th, the Switchyard in Hattiesburg, Mississippi. The first show of hometown hero Walt Wheat with ANTiSEEN. The Switchyard in Hattiesburg, Mississippi on March 9th. March 10th, we will be in Shreveport, Louisiana at Bears with our good pals, Jethro Skull. And there's another band on that bill who, old JC, he ain't got the sharpest memory when it comes to new stuff. Now, I remember stuff from 10, 15, 20 years ago, but I will get their name, and the next time I announce these shows, I will have their name. But March 10th, Shreveport, Louisiana at Bears with Jethro Skull. March 11th, a return engagement to Mobile, Alabama. Venue is yet to be announced. To be announced, TBA. But it's going to happen, and you better believe we'll be playing with Future Hate. Now, for those of you who saw us in November with them, you know what a great pair that is. You know it's going to be a knockdown, drag-out rock and roll party in Mobile, Alabama. Don't miss it. And if for some reason you're not able to make any of those three, well, then there's one more for you. March 12th, in the great city of New Orleans, Louisiana. Siberia. And I just got word today that joining us on that bill will be our main Bill from the Pagans, who now has his great rock and roll teenage combo called the Guillotines from Houston, Texas, are going to be playing with us in New Orleans, Louisiana. That's right, ANTiSEEN and the Guillotines. I don't know who else is going to be on the bill, but I'm sure it's going to be top-notch, top to bottom, side to side, and you're not going to want to miss it. Why? Because everyone always asks, when are you guys playing again? I just told you when we're playing again. Are you coming to Anchorage, Alaska? No, we're not. I just told you the 4 places we're going in March. Road trip. You got to take a road trip. Keep an eye on the ANTiSEEN page. Woo! Keep an eye on my page. All the information as it becomes more concrete will be available to you there. And don't worry, we're not going to let you forget it. Thank you for joining me today. As always, I love sitting and talking with you all. I didn't see many comments today. I think it's stuck, man. Surely someone has commented since about 15 minutes ago. I'm seeing lots of hearts. I'm seeing lots of thumbs. That lets me know everyone still can hear me. But thank you so much for joining me today. And I will see you next week. Right here. As we break on through.